Hello everyone, welcome to BND, the live stream where a bunch of friends from high school attempt to play D&D across the internet. As always, we have our players Tim and Erin, Agnes, Erin playing Agnes, and Tim playing Mr. Twizzard. And we've got the illustrious Stephen playing Finric the Monk.
Yes.
He's going to be stuck in the muck.
I'm a
And
halfling monk.
I am Shawn, your faithful DM, and Paelias will be played tonight by myself because he is off gambling in the real world, so he couldn't be here. But so yeah, without further ado, let's check out our new opening. All right. Should we start with a little recap, I think?
Hmm?
If you'll remember, the heroes have been exploring the caverns, the caves that were hidden beneath Windbell Keep. Kept secret by Morgo, of course, after his untimely demise, they are free to explore. While down there, Mr. Twizzard made the first entrance by falling through a hole in the passage, followed quickly by the lithe and ever agile Finric, and then joined by Agnes and finally Paelias, and by Sir Bryant and his daughter Lily. Now, of course, Mr. Twizzard was possessed by a spirit, which was then found out to be Percival, the nephew of Sir Bryant, who had been tasked with taking back the keep. Basically, all they thought he would have to do is go down there, dust it off, and reestablish it, maybe bring in a carpenter or two. But instead, he found it full of goblins and Morgo the Blade, who quickly locked him up, and then he perished. In a fight against the spirit, just when they were about to banish it, Agnes got through, and Percival, basically, his task was to take the keep. And when he was informed that Morgo had been defeated, and the keep was safely in the Galdinger's name again, his spirit was able to rest, and he dissipated. Now, this was a place that we decided to take a short rest, and so our heroes are having a short rest in a cell, in a cavern, next to a corpse, which is, of course, the best place to have a short rest. So that is where we'll pick things up tonight, everyone having had the benefits of a short rest.
Corpse isn't going to snore.
That is true. What would you like to do?
Well, I know that I would like to continue to explore the tunnels, but at the same time, because I was not actually aware of what was going on inside of Morgo's room, I would like to take a look more closely. So whenever that actually works out best for everybody, that's just what I'd like to do.
Like a mile behind us.
No, I think that's like 2 or 3 rooms behind us.
The big rooms.
It is not that far away.
Probably a kilometer behind us.
1 click.
So you'd like to go back up and explore the study. Is that what you're saying?
Well, at some point, I just want to make sure that I do that before I die.
Well, I doubt there'd be any chance of that happening. I mean, you've got me here to protect you.
Nobody seemed to have picked up that thing. Did they?
I looked at it.
The metal goblet?
The metal goblet. Anyone
Metal
do anything
goblet.
with that?
It's not in Paelias' inventory.
Last I had it, it was lying on the ground.
Yeah.
I didn't touch it.
And I also have a set of keys now that was passed.
Yes, the set of keys that was passed completely through Mr. Twizzard's digestive tract.
They're very clean now.
Prestidigitation
Yes.
is a wonderful spell.
I have a feeling that if those were on Morgo's dead body, that one of them is probably the key to his room. One of them is a key to his desk.
And one to his heart.
And the other one was the one that I used to open the jail cell and door.
Yes.
That's my assumption. I would like to test my theories here, validate my claims.
Why don't I take Lily up to the study area, and we can stay there while you finish exploring down here if you want, and then, you know, I honestly, I'd rather get her out of this dank cave full of dead bodies. Oh, come on, Dad. It's not
That's
that
fine. I
bad.
mean, we've already dealt with Percival, so I don't think we'll need presence, at least not right now.
All right, but I'm going to adventure with them later. Come with me, please.
Give her some training, Sir Bryant. Give her some
All
training.
right, I'll consider it. So they head back up the passageway, slopes down, they head back up the sloped passageway to the door you guys were. Where would you
There's
like
still
to go?
a passage up here we haven't explored.
There's a crumbled rock passage there, and there's also the passage that Agnes almost fell through, but due to a excellent dexterity save. So there's the sort of crumbled rock passage there, and
Let's take a look at that crumbled rock passage. See if maybe there's something we can.
take a look at that
We can
crumbled
do
rock
it.
passage.
What?
All right, so Finric, you're going to lead the way over to the crumbled rock passage.
And we
Just
also
trying
have that main hallway that Paelias just totally veered off of.
Well, I don't know if I veered off of it. I just thought I should go down first. That's how Paelias sounds, right?
Who said that, Paelias? I
Like
like
a
it.
spot-on
Paelias, shut
accent. See?
So I'm just trying to see if I can how badly crumbled this passageway is. If there's any way.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Maybe a small halfling could.
Nat 16.
All right, and do you have anything to add to that?
I don't have anything to add to that.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean,
Do you have any? Yeah.
this crumbled a long time ago, probably 50, 60, 70 years ago. So the dust and dirt have settled on it.
Is
But-
it completely like? Can I see anything through it, or is it like?
It's dark on the other side, but it's not magically dark, if you will. And there are some holes near the top. Would you like to try scrambling up it? All right, give me a acrobatics check. You're gonna try to scramble up to the top.
Okay, I got a 14 plus 5, 19.
Ooh.
All right, so
That's good.
you scramble up to the top, and you manage not to dislodge anything. And there's maybe a 2 foot by maybe 1 foot tall, sort of, it's it's not a perfectly smooth gap because it's sort of where the ceiling is crumbled in, but you can see through it into the passage beyond.
Great. Do I still have my torch?
I believe you do. I think you put it out earlier, so it's still good.
Yeah, I should probably relay.
But you have the magic light torch.
I have the magic light torch, but
I got one too, says Paelias.
I guess it would still be lit. Cool. So I can see the passageway beyond. Can I scramble through it in my halfling frame?
Sure. Yeah. Give me another acrobatics check.
Ha. 22.
All right. You sort of squeeze your way through, and again without disturbing any of the rocks, You make it through. Let's do this here. La la la. All right, and with your torch held aloft, you see a passage sort of extending that way, and the passage continues down in front of you. The passage over here, whoops, you can't see that. Let me, la, la, la. I'll probably update in a second. This passage right here is level. Come on, update. You guys haven't seen that update yet, have you?
No, we have.
Did.
Okay, perfect.
So, am I able to? I want to try to pull some debris out from the clearing to clear enough space for my compatriots
Okay,
to.
So
sure.
if you stand back, I can help clear it.
Well, I don't know. You're like 76 years old right now.
You're gonna trap me in here.
Yes,
Well, I'll wait till
I forgot to mention in the recap that both Paelias and Mr. Twizzard were unnaturally aged 40 years, the maximum they could have been, by the horrifying visage of the ghost. But they're both,
That was one
honestly,
fucking
an elf and a dwarf, like, what's another 40 years? All right, so let's see. So you're going to try to clear some way. Agnes and Twizzard, what are you folks doing on the other side?
Well, my strength is actually -1, so I probably am not the best person to do this particular task.
Fair.
Wizard, what's your strength?
I am 76 years old.
Yeah, but what's your strength?
Not what it was.
+1. You want to try that? What's Paelias' strength?
Oh, Paelias' strength.
One.
That's a solid +1.
Okay, well,
By the way, Paelias is going to walk up and lay his hand on Mr. Twizzard, and he's going to say, "You've got this." And Mr. Twizzard, you feel you feel like if you needed to draw upon this energy that he's just given you, you may. He has just cast the cantrip guidance on you, which gives you 1d4 to any ability check for the next minute while
Ooh.
you're concentrating on it.
Get the hell out of that rock pile, Finric!
Wait, what is
Are you,
this?
wait, I don't need a hug.
Use
I
that
was
guidance.
hoping you could
Roll
clear
a
the debris.
1d4 and a
You can,
d20
you
to
can-
find out if he has enough strength to help.
is that what? Well, I guess Mr. Twizzard, describe what you'd like to do.
My plan was to wait for Finric to be clear and then just cast magic missile at that rock pile.
No,
Perfect.
I think that would be it. I'm going to, before he does that,
Would you prefer green?
knowing that he's going to do something completely ridiculous, because that's what he does, I want to go
Is that ridiculous?
up path A, further away from this this explosion. I want to get farther away from it.
You're going to go back away from what they're about to do?
Yeah, I'm going to back up.
Got
Yeah.
it. Paelias
To
is,
a-
Paelias is
a
actually going to take your cue.
like,
Paelias
I
backs
don't
up as
know.
well.
30 feet.
All right.
Here's what I do. I'm an old man. I was just given a gift of youth and energy.
No.
There's a big rock pile which my buddy Finric is stuck in. It needs to be kazammed immediately.
All right. You cast magic missile. Finric, roll a
He's
dexterity
not- he's
save.
still in there.
And Mr. Twizzard, you can roll damage for the 3 missiles that are going to hit the rock pile. Finric, you
I
roll a
don't-
dexterity save to jump out of the way.
10.
Okay.
All right. All right, Mr. Twizzard, how much damage are we doing to this rock pile?
Well, I rolled an 8.
Wait. No, sweetie.
Oh, they always hit, right?
Yeah,
Always
magic
hit.
missile always hit.
Roll that
So you
one
just
time.
roll 3 d4s.
We got it.
Okay.
4, 7, 10.
+3.
I think he said
13.
He said 4 times.
All right. So as each missile from a distance of maybe like 3 feet shooting out of your, are you shooting them from your ruby staff? As they
that.
crash into the rocks, they're blowing chunks, sort of, and you know, as the dirt and the rocks fall from the top, a little more falls in from the top, but then it stops, and as the dust and smoke fills the sort of, dust and debris fills the hallway. Finric dives out of the way, and the structural integrity does hold, and now the air is sort of choked with dust and debris, but there is a sort of 3 foot by maybe 3.5 foot gap at the top of the wall. And Mr. Twizzard, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Didn't widen it by all that much, did I?
D20.
It's wide enough for you to get through.
Yeah.
14
Four-
plus, hold on, Constitution plus 4. 18.
Ooh, 18.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sort
are
of
you are
offended.
surprisingly unaffected by the choking dust in the air. Maybe it's that beard filtering it all out.
I'm 76.
He's wheezing anyway.
Ugh, it still hurts.
It's
Yeah.
like the Andromeda strain.
It seems to have worked. You can now climb through there.
Fenric, how you doing there?
It's okay.
It's good to see you.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's good to see him?
Well, it's hard to see him.
That's true. The dust is settling though, but yeah. In the light of the torch, this cavern is a little, there's the smoke from the torch, there's the dust from the small cave-in and the magic missiles, but you can see each other.
Cast Unseen Servant to get some of the dust out.
No, just prestidigitation.
Was that-
There you go.
Well, no, it means things, so why not? Right?
That's what cantrips are for, baby.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation
Sort of
and
clean,
get some of the dust out of here.
clean the air. Yeah, you do that a couple times. Yeah, it's good. Everything's good.
Great. What do we see looking down those two hallways?
All right, so you look down. Which hallway are you looking down first? So I guess, let's see. So, So this one over here, it just slopes down, and you see it eventually sort of curve, but it's sort of at it's straight for most of where your torchlight falls. You don't have dark vision, do you? No.
I don't.
Mr. Twizzard can see that it goes down a little further before curving slightly. But that's sloped down. And this sort of rock wall was also sort of sloped down to this passage here. So you get the feeling that this passage would be underneath, or a little bit lower and a little bit further than the passage that Agnes almost fell through. And you look, and at the end of it, you see what appears to be a room just sort of at the end of your torchlight, Finric. And there's some stuff in it.
If you go down that hall, make sure that you go gingerly and cautiously.
I'm a halfling, so I'm flight of foot.
Okay.
Watch out for snakes.
All right.
All right.
So you're gonna start going down the sort of level hallway,
Yes.
and then are you gonna scramble through, Twizzard?
I'll come through, but I'm gonna pick up one of the rocks and put it in my bag.
Put it in your bag. Okay, you've got a rock in your bag. Paelias is gonna bring up the rear. All
All right. So I
Finric,
guess following through.
following through. All right. Yeah, Finric, you are exercising caution. The floor seems pretty sturdy. You tested each step, and you get into a room. La 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 la. La 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 la.
I'll just give you a range check.
There's a treasure chest in it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, nice looking treasure chest.
Ooh, hand painted. Ooh.
That is nice.
And there are 4 levers.
Oh boy.
4 levers, sort of, coming out of the ground. A little bit of a stone base to each one of them. All stone, made to stand the test of time. It looks like.
Well, if we're gonna pull these levers, I am going to ask if we could maybe investigate first.
Can we save before we pull these levers?
Can you save? That's not really a thing in Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, it is in all the other games.
Let's see. What is? Let me see if
I
Paelias has a.
agree. We should all sort of look around and see what we can.
Yeah. So you want to investigate the room?
Yeah.
What aspect, or where would you like to start, Finric? You're in the lead.
I mean,
here.
I would like to look specifically at what the levers might be connected to, where they might, like, if pulling one or pulling more
Yeah.
is going to have particular effects. Like, can I see what they're attached to, or can I get an idea of what pulling one might end up
All right. So,
doing?
Agnes, you feel on your shoulder as you're like, hey, I'm gonna look at the levers. You feel on your shoulder, Paelias. He imbues you with the same, and Mr. Twizzard, you feel the energy. Or you actually you used yours, right? Did you use your guidance? Your 1d4 when you did your.
Yeah.
Okay. So
No, he didn't.
Oh, I
He
felt
just
compelled
used-
to, but
Well, because he used magic missiles, he just rolled
You're right.
I misunderstood
the
my.
3 missiles
No, that's fine.
and added +3.
Well,
He
Paelias
didn't
can only
do the fourth one.
concentrate. Paelias can only concentrate on one person at a time. So Agnes, you now feel the energy of the guidance, and Mr. Twizzard, it leaves you. You're like, oh.
Mm.
So investigation is a natural 20. I'm
Oh,
not
boy.
going to even use it.
Oh boy.
All right. So Agnes sort of gets up. Agnes gets up close and personal with these levers, and she's inspecting every little bit, and you can see that they're very finely crafted and carved out of stone, and the base is stone, and you can see that the lever, as it goes out of sight, it sort of connects to another stone linkage, and they all, you look down, sort of, you're looking in each sort of, socket of the lever, and you can tell that they all the linkages seem to head the same direction, like almost as if they may all be connected somewhere in this stone structure that you're in.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like if we're going to be pulling these levers, there's either an order or they have to be all done at once. That's what I'm thinking.
Finric, did you want to investigate something too?
I'd like to look around the base of the treasure chest itself,
Okay.
and
Yeah, give me an
See what
investigation check. Are you
See.
looking for anything in particular? What are you looking for?
if the base itself looks like there are any moving parts, or if there's anything connected to the chest.
Okay.
It's a trap.
Sorry, what check investigation?
Yes.
I got 12.
Loopholes.
I'm sorry, what was it? I totally blanked that. 12? Did you say 12?
12, yes.
That's my fault. I apologize. The chest does not appear to be attached to the ground in any way.
Okay.
I vote that, let's see here.
It
Mr.
does have
Twist.
it has a keyhole. You also
Oh,
noticed that.
a
Yeah.
Let me throw my rock at it.
Well, then I might as well try one of Morgo's keys on it.
Okay. So Agnes,
Do
you
you
step in.
think that would be a good idea?
What's that?
I'm asking my mates if they think it's a good idea for me to try that.
I think so. Not me, but for you to try it.
Yeah,
All right.
that looks good.
All right. So what do you want me to roll?
So we'll describe what you're doing.
So there are 3 keys, right?
There
On the
are-
key ring?
That's correct, yes.
And the one that opened the jail door was the same that opened the jail cell?
Correct. And it is the oldest of the keys.
Okay. And the other keys look newer, you said? Or I guess look newer than...
Newer than the older ones. They're not like
Okay.
shiny or anything. They've been used a lot.
Okay. So I guess I'm just going to randomly pick from the other two. Is one bigger or smaller? Because I feel like the desk drawer might be the smaller of the two.
There is one, well, yes, there is one smaller than the other.
So then I want to use not the smaller one, the slightly larger one.
Yeah, it looks like it may fit. And you're going to try it?
I'm going to try it. I'm not going to force it, but I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Gently.
All right. As you place the key into the lock, the chest pops open and a giant sticky purple tongue grabs you.
Sticky what? Hey!
Nasty.
And
Nice.
let's roll into initiative, shall we?
Oh boy.
This is
Thanks for all your great advice, people.
Hey, someone was gonna get close enough to get tongue.
7.
15. What's your? Oh, yeah.
Sorry, let me bring up my notes. I heard a 7 from someone.
Finric.
15 from Agnes.
And 1 for Twizzard.
I mean, that's a great roll. It's really good. Ooh, 16 for Paelias, although he doesn't really know what the heck's going on. He's just hearing.
Well, I didn't use my guidance, so
You did not
could
use
just-
your guidance. You still have your guidance.
continue to focus that.
And yeah, guidance is for ability checks, not attack rolls.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so this basically its huge slimy sticky tongue has sort of wrapped itself around the arm that you were holding the key with, and it is you are basically considered grappled by it. And on your turn, you can attempt to get out of that. But let's see. So Paelias here's sort of this like sickening, and then maybe a startled yell from Agnes, and he's like, "What's going on up there, guys? What's going on, guys? What's going on?"
A big sticky purple tongue wrapped around my arm, and I don't like the way it feels on my skin. And in fact, since I was a spider, I don't even know if I'm wearing clothes.
That sounds terrible. And and
Different.
He clutches his holy symbol, and how does this spell work? I'll learn how to. Although honestly, I'm already using more spells than poor Paelias knew he had. All right, so he clutches his holy symbol, and he takes from a small vial on his belt, and he throws it, and he blesses all three of you. So whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. So you are all blessed by Paelias.
All right, so what do we add?
A D4.
A 1d4 2-hour attack roll. Okay.
Yeah, and it's to whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw. So it sort of sticks with you while he's concentrating on the spell. And that brings
For
us
how long
to
does it
Agnes.
last?
Agnes, your go. You are currently grappled. If you would like to escape, you'll have disadvantage on the escape.
Okay. Now,
But you're also blessed, so you would have. No, wait, no, you can't concentrate on both. You are only blessed. You no longer have guidance. Sorry.
oh, okay. That's fine. So I'm reading here, escaping a grapple. But since I am proficient in two-handed weapons,
Whoa.
whatever hand is free, can I attack with that hand?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's see here. You tell me which hand I have grappled, and I'll tell you which weapon I'm going to use for attacking.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. So it's sort of you can't move, and the mimic has advantage on attack rolls against you, but it is not. Yeah, it's got. Which arm would you have used to open the lock?
Probably my right arm.
Yeah.
If I'm okay.
So let's say your left arm and hand are free.
Okay, so then I would probably end up using a dagger
Okay.
because my rapier would probably be my right hand. So I'm going to try to attack with my dagger, and I can roll a 1d4 in addition to the d20 for
Yep.
attack.
That's exactly right. Yep. So roll the d20 and add to the d4.
Well, it was a natural 20, so don't even need to use my blast.
Ooh.
Damn, girl. All right.
Yeah, the
So roll your damage and double the or roll it twice or double it, whichever you'd prefer to do. I'm happy.
Okay, so a dagger is a 1d4. That's 3. I'm going to roll again, and that's 4 for a total of 7.
All right. And do you add anything to that, or it's just a straight?
I think that I only add it to my attack, not to my hit. Let me just double check that.
Sometimes
Agnes.
you can have additions to that, but that's fine. So I'm sorry, it was
Yeah, I'm just double checking.
7
It's
total.
+2. Would it be +2 for each of those rolls, or
No,
just
just plus 2 at the end. So 9 total.
+2 is 9?
All right. That brings us, do you have a bonus action you'd like to take? You have no movement, but you could do a bonus action.
I need to inspire anyone right now. I don't think that's necessary.
Okay,
I'll save the bardic inspiration.
sounds good. That brings us to the mimic. All right. So it is going to try to reach forward and bite you, Agnes.
Bite its own tongue, then.
What's that?
The stupid creature, isn't it?
14. 14. Is that equal to or higher than your
No, my armor class is currently a 15.
All right. So do you have a shield, or is it just the armor?
So I do have a shield, but I'm not currently equipped with it if I'm using my dagger.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I have a chain shirt that I collected when I became a College of Valor.
Nice. All right. So it basically tries to bring you in and bite you, and you just attacked it with your dagger, and you sort of like block the mouth with the dagger and fight it off again. All right. That brings us to Finric. You are standing right next to this. You've seen sort of Agnes start this tussle with this seemingly normal chest, which has now come to life. Sort of purple ooze, bloodied gums. The wood around has these little jaggedy, splintery teeth, and it's trying to like bring her in and eat her.
Great. So I'm going to attack with my short sword.
Sounds good.
Good move.
And you can roll a d4 and add that to the d20.
Well, nat 19.
All right, that's gonna hit.
Cool. 4.
All right, takes 4 damage.
And I want to use my flurry of blows.
Okay. Spend a key point.
Okay. Great. So, it was 25.
Ooh.
Great. So then,
It definitely hits.
yeah. So that's 2 unarmed strikes. So I roll 1. Yeah. So 4 plus 3, so 7 on the first.
All right.
And then that would have been 7. That seems it didn't really bounce. Hang on, it's kind of hard actually to get the D4 to do a proper. There we go. Cool. 2, so 5. 7 and 5.
All right.
And I'd like to use my Cobalt Soul powers to extract aspects.
Ah, okay. It has damage immunity to acid. It has condition immunity to prone.
To what?
To being
Prone.
It can't be knocked prone basically because it is able to shape change. So currently it's halfway between, this chest that it was and this vicious maw that it's turning into.
Got it.
All right.
All right.
That brings us to Twizzard. Or would you like to use your movement at all? Or it's pretty tight quarters, but.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll hang tight.
All right, Twizzard, what are you doing? So your view is a bit blocked here, but you can see that they're sort of tussling with this chest creature.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have many magical things I could do about this chest. Nothing that'll be really useful. So, well, things that wouldn't be too dangerous. I don't think I can do that. So maybe I'll just smack it with my quarterstaff. Right on its tongue.
It's a little. I'm not sure you
You don't
can
think
get
that's a
close
good
enough. I'm not sure you can get close enough to smack it, to be honest.
Well, how about I take a run and dive? Does that get me closer?
All right, so you want to try to run and jump over or in between, basically.
Ooh,
Could you just short bow it?
that sound. Wait, okay. Rather than me run and jump in between you and hit it with a stick, you prefer I shoot arrows between the two of you at the thing that's connected to your arm?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell where her arm ends and the tongue begins, actually. So.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a stick. The worst that happens, you get a bruised arm. I'm a 76-year-old man. I'm not gonna hit you very hard.
All right. Because of the close quarters, give me a. You're gonna attack with disadvantage if you're gonna do a physical attack.
That's fine. I was gonna roll low anyway.
That's your plan.
All right. Oh, lowest is actually my high end.
Oh!
My lowest is 14.
Whoa! All right, that hits.
It's a hit. You said hit?
Ooh,
It's a hit. Roll the damage.
ooh. 3.
All right. It takes 3 damage.
Oh wait, I was supposed to roll 1d6.
For your quarterstaff?
Yeah.
Which one did you roll?
That one. The one I always roll.
Yeah. He rolled a 1d4.
A 3 is fine.
It is the average of 6, I suppose. Close enough. Okay, sounds great. You doing anything else?
I pity the fools got their arms stuck in a chewing box.
Well, maybe next turn I'll try to grapple, or escape grapple, but
My last action is pity.
All right.
grapples are apples that taste like grapes.
Consider that mimic pitied. All right. Let's see here. So Paelias, who can basically now that Twizzard sort of moved forward, he can see that you've got your arm stuck in this thing's maw. he is going to. He has a shot, so he's gonna shoot basically a ray of frost at it.
Oh, he's doing frostbite?
Yeah, he's doing a little frostbite action. Let's see, con saving throw. That is not gonna do it. Yeah. So the mimic, it's like this sort of beam of cold arcane energy flows out of Paelias's mace and slams into the mimic, and it's like, and you see sort of frost crystals form on part of its gums. It takes 5 damage.
That's
It
what I
is,
should have.
Fine.
Should have hit it after he froze it, shattered it.
It's this chest is looking bloodied. This mimic is looking bloodied. All right, that brings us to Agnes.
Didn't think we needed to beat up a chest.
Yeah, okay. So I guess I'm going to try to escape the grapple.
Okay.
And so which of my
So roll a d20 twice.
and take disadvantage?
Correct.
And then am I using any, like, is this a particular check or saving throw?
Yeah, it is a. Sorry. What the?
It says strength or dexterity. Can I choose? Or no? Yeah, I could use strength or dexterity because either that is captured.
Sure. That sounds great. I'm actually.
And
not
then
really sure.
it's contested by the strength of the other thing.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna try.
I've got the DC you have to pass. So.
All right. Okay, 12 plus
And 12 was the lower.
14 is
Was 12 the lower of the two?
so I
You
rolled a 12, but I have a +2 dexterity.
You do have disadvantage on getting away from it though, so you have to roll a d20 twice and take the lower.
I did.
Oh, and okay, yeah, 14.
The higher was 14 plus
Great.
2.
All right. You have successfully. So you sort of like, you rip your arm, and it sort of pulls back, and it's just sort of, but you are free. You have your-
Okay. All right. Well, I don't really have much else I can do if that was my move. But you know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Can I do an extra little movement to just step maybe a little bit further than the tongue's reach?
Do you want to try and unlock it again?
I don't.
If you do
I don't want-
try to move away from it, that will invoke an attack of opportunity from it. So it'll be able to try to grapple
okay.
you
Then
again.
I will. All right. Then I will just wait here until I guess my next turn.
All right. All right. So the mimic, having just lost its
okay.
prey, turns sort of. It doesn't really have eyes. It's but it maybe it does have eyes. Sure, it's got eyes. Eyes pop up and it's got eyes now. I don't know. But
It's
it
got a
basically reaches out with one of its sort of these little pseudopod type of little wiggly arm things. And
Ew.
reaches out and tries to grab Finric. 17.
Ooh.
You need my armor class? Is that
Yeah,
the
That's
15?
right. All right. So it reaches out and it wraps around your chest and squeezes and does 7 bludgeoning damage to you. And now you are grappled by it.
That was a horrible chest.
So you took 7 damage.
Yep.
And now it is Finric. It's your go. So your movement is 0. And it'll have advantage on its next attack on you.
Right, okay. I feel like I gotta short sword this thing again.
Yeah, short sword it up with your. Actually, both your hands are free.
Great. 15.
Say it again. 15.
Yeah.
15 hits.
Great. 6 damage.
All right.
And then while I'm here, I'll do my flurry of blows.
Yeah, it's right there.
Uh-oh. So 2 plus 7. Do I still have bless?
You do. You can roll a d4.
That's
it's not going to get
D4?
there. Yeah, it's not going to get there.
Okay.
It misses.
Oh well.
You're a little
What did you-
startled. What's that?
What's that?
What did he hit for before?
Short sword previously, and then I tried flurry of blows, but it did not land.
Yeah, but how much did you hit for the short?
I think
No,
if you're trying to figure out
Nothing?
the armor class, I believe
Well, no, I know the approximate armor class, but did he damage on his short sword?
Yes, he did damage.
Yes, 6.
Oh, that was 6. Okay, that's all I wanted. Thank you.
Cool.
All right, Twizzler,
I'm
you're
keeping
up.
track.
All right. So I don't know. I feel like is Finric still too close to the chest for me to hit it with magic? But I guess Paelias shot it with frost.
Yeah, you shot it with frost.
All right, that's fine. I'm gonna magic missile this box.
You are keeping track of these spell slots, right?
He's only used 2 magic missiles since his short rest.
Ooh, how many do I have?
Well, let's see. As a wizard of level 3 in a short rest, you would have gotten back 2 first-level spell slots.
Ooh, so I might be out of magic missiles.
No, you got back. No, because how many times did you use magic missiles before the short rest?
Well, I
You
used
didn't
it
raise
on the
them.
rock pile. That was it.
Right.
But before this,
So
you
he
used
had
it.
at
You definitely used it on the ghost.
Right, but then we had the short
The
rest.
short rest would have given you 2 spots, so you definitely have. You can definitely do another magic missile.
1.
Maybe I'll hold on to it then. Maybe I should use
Maybe
it.
you should use a tramp. Oh.
Witch bolt. That's my other good one.
Well, he could use a level 2 spell slot, right, for Witch Bolt?
Absolutely. You could.
So why
use,
don't
yeah. You could do magic missiles at level 2, and you'd get a 4th magic missile.
Oh. And it's an automatic hit, so it might be better than Witch Bolt, which
Oh.
is...
I'm very confused by the spells. I'm gonna do that one.
You're not alone. Yeah, so basically, if you cast it's a level 1 spell. When you cast level 1 spells with higher spell slots, they usually get extra things. And so it'll sort of describe that at the bottom. In the case of Magic Missile, I believe it's an extra missile for each, extra spell slot.
Okay.
So you can
All right,
roll
but that'll still use
4.
the spell slot, right?
No, that won't use your low. It'll use your level 2. You have 2 level 2 spell slots, and you haven't used either of them since...
And 2 level 1s?
No, you have 4 level
4
1s,
ones
but you
and
got
2
2
twos.
back.
Okay.
I'm going to write this down for
Yeah,
him.
I'm not gonna. Okay. I'm gonna cast my level 2 magic missile at this chest of pain.
That sounds awesome.
All right. And I rolled a 5 to hit.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to roll.
Yeah, good thing.
You don't have to roll the hit.
I don't. Good
So
thing
you-
I don't have to roll that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're gonna roll a d4 4 times.
4 times.
And then add 4.
And then you're going to
All right. So we're at 1 right now.
2,
We're at 2 total.
3,
we're at
4,
4 total. Not looking good here. We're
5,
at
6,
7.
7. 7 plus 4 is 11.
All right.
11 damage. So 4 missiles impact, and it's like it manages to hold on to Finric, but it's definitely taken some damage.
Suck it, chest.
It's looking pretty haggard. And that brings
Haggard.
us around to Paelias. And Paelias,
60.
he's gonna shoot some ice at it again because that's what he does.
Putting some clues together.
And the mimic, having been frosted before, it sort of sees the bolt coming
Was that
and it
monster thing?
dodges.
Open it, stroke its spine.
You're gonna
Stroke
stroke
the
it.
chest spine.
No, I'm not stroking
That's
anything.
genius.
That is, I don't know what you're saying, but
I know how to beat this box now.
Agnes, you're up.
How much did he do any damage?
No, he whiffed.
Oh, he whiffed. Okay. So then now that my other arm is free, am I allowed to remove my rapier from its sheath
Absolutely.
and do a two-handed hit or
Go for it.
two-handed attack?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm rolling for my rapier first. That's 15 plus my proficiency. No, 15 plus 4. So that's 19.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. And then the damage for the rapier is a 1d8. Well, this one's the d8, right? Yeah. Oh, 1 plus 2 is 3.
All right.
Oh, and now I'm going to roll for the dagger, which is a 17 plus 4, so a 21.
That'll hit.
And that's 1d4. 4 plus 2, 6.
All right. How do you want to do this?
So, I think that the last move that I did with that goblin, where I kind of like stuck my two weapons kind of diagonally through and then ripped it from the inside. I think that's kind of like my final blow kind of move. I like that move.
Signature move. I love it. All right, so you stick both of them like sort of deep into the heart of the gelatinous, sort of the gooey center of this of what's left of this treasure chest, and you're just like, and little bits of it, and then a lot of it goes right onto Finric, and you've defeated it, and as it's dying, where did I put that? So yeah, basically as the giblets fall to the ground, there's sort of what you can see glints of gold and some shiny bits in what was left of it.
Oh, so is this collectible or is it covered in goo and we have to prestidigitacious it?
Yeah, we've done that, so we know we can do it.
You could definitely prestidigitation it.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, look at me, Mr. Prestidigitation.
Well, we're no longer in initiative, are we?
No, you are no longer in initiative.
Sweet.
Let me just say that I discovered, unfortunately, most of the way through how to beat this chest. I heard some disembodied voice say, which may have been the DM, I don't know. I just heard it. But he said the chest was looking haggard. And that made me think of Harry Potter when the second years came to school and he gave them a big book that just looked like a book. When he got near it, he started biting them and his tongue came out and went, wah, 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 wah. The secret was to stroke the spine. So my next move would have been to stroke the spine of the chest.
You know, I'm gonna give you inspiration for that. I'm gonna give you
Nice.
if you didn't.
Oh, how much? Just that he has inspiration, so it's a check.
Yeah,
or
basically,
a star.
if you have inspiration, you can cash it in. You can never have. You can either have it or not. There's no like multiple inspiration. And at some point, when you want, you can use it to re-roll. I think it's any roll or maybe just a d20. I could look it up. But people tend to save it for like if someone's gonna die or something. But it's yours, buddy. That is,
all right.
I wish I was that clever a DM.
All right. That was worth it.
Wizard, if you could slide a little toward Agnes, that'd be great.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. So yeah, so prestidigitation clears it up, and sort of lying on the ground, you now see. What do you see? You see about 12 gold coins and 2 what appear to be pearls.
Ooh, well, I will forego the gold for the pearls if nobody minds. I like to collect pretty things.
Fair enough.
I'm into jewelry. If nobody knew that.
Great. So 12 gold divided by 3.
All right.
I'm gonna forego any gold because the last time I touched anything looted from some corpse, it got me into a lot of trouble.
Paelias, what do you think?
I'll take 6.
All right.
All right.
Really? You don't want any? Okay.
Although I do have the bag from Morgo I never opened.
Yeah, well, you can.
No one knows that.
What was that?
So I.
Paelias looks in and he's like, "What the heck just happened?"
2 pearls. 2 pearls.
Why did things just come to life around us? This is very annoying. All right, so now you are basically all in this room with these 4 levers. Ah.
All right. So what do we want to do? Do we want to pull them all at the same time, on a 1, 2, 3, and find out what happens? Or is that a really bad idea?
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the rock I picked up and throw it at the chest.
Wait, the chest is gone.
The chest is.
I'm gonna take the rock I picked up and throw it at what you ever were just talking about.
The 4 levers. Are you gonna break the rock into 4 pieces?
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna throw it at whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna hold on to my rock. I need it now.
I'm really excited to see where this goes. Yeah. Finric, what are you doing?
The levers, right? Can we talk about what we're doing with the levers?
Are they
Yeah.
close together?
They are.
Is it where?
They're about 5 feet apart on either side, and then there's sort of maybe 10 feet in between the 2 sides.
Well, Agnes was saying something about perhaps hitting them all at once.
Can I get my unseen servant to do it?
Oh,
Paelias,
I have unseen spirit as well.
Paelias is just going to agree to do whatever you guys are saying.
So-
Or let's make Paelias do it.
Okay, so I guess the only question is it on 3 or is it 3 and then?
Usually it's like the 1, 2, 3 pull.
So on 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's technically on 4, but you need the 1, 2, 3 to kind of get the whole pacing of it.
But really,
So Mr. Twizzard, we're 100% on this, right?
yeah, sounds good.
Do you want me to cast an unseen servant just in case?
That might be more reliable.
I mean, Tim,
No
you
offense.
Unseen
you
servant.
can
How
also.
much strength does an unseen servant have?
I don't know.
Oh, I just had
They
the
just
page
can
open.
do
It's not-
mundane tasks.
It's not all that much.
So I mean, I can do it, but we just want to make sure that Mr. Twizzard is not going to.
Yeah.
And I'm 76 years old. I don't have much strength either.
Player handbook.
I can pick up my morning paper.
Paelias' back
mean,
is starting to hurt.
I think that we could probably just all do this on the count of. We're on the 4th beat.
Right.
After
1, 2,
3.
3. Boom.
Then pull.
Yeah.
No, this is like.
Whoa.
1, 2, 5.
Bring it
No,
back.
face it. 3.
All into and I cast Beast under all of us. Now we just all go at the same moment.
I think I'm experiencing technical difficulties. You guys are sort of
Right.
broken up.
Uh-oh.
Can you perhaps give us a count? And then they'll.
All right, so you guys are. What's the agreed method of counting and pulling?
3 and then. So 1, 2, 3, pull.
All right. You guys do this? 1, 2, 3, pull.
Oh.
So all 4 of you pull at the same time. And at first there's a little bit of resistance, but then as all of you are pulling at the same time, all the levers go solidly. And you feel this sort of rumbling in your feet. The whole room starts to shake.
Nope.
And what sounds like a lot of heavy things falling, and then you hear this screeching, sort of sounds like a giant chain running over stone, and then silence. And you hear a faint rushing of water echoing through the tunnel.
This could either be very bad or very good. We might be drowning soon.
So we should get out of the tunnel.
I'm thinking that we should go to higher ground. Yeah, as fast as possible. So I'm going to use
Great.
my fastest movement, which is 30 feet per round.
All right, Agnes is like, see ya! Poof. She's running out. Are you guys following?
Yes.
I'm feel like I'm slightly faster at 35, right? 35
Yep.
feet.
All right, so
Okay, then
you're
we're-
all. Slice is like, what the? All right. All right, so
One-
you guys.
one moment. There's still that passage that went downward that
There's
we
still the
didn't.
passage that went downwards. Are you guys? I assume you're scrambling back over the rocks, or?
Oh yeah. No, I want to go back to the main room to open the desk drawer and to get that goblet.
Yeah, you're like, fuck this cavern. Okay.
That's where I'm heading right now.
Yep. All right. So she's making her way up past the door that was originally locked. What are you doing, Finric?
Considering.
Okay. Twizzard, what are you doing?
Fenrir, you want to look in that little corridor that goes down real quick?
Yeah, if we see water though, we should go the other way.
Of course.
All right. So as Agnes goes uphill, Finric and Twizzard go downhill. Paelias is following Agnes.
You have a light.
I don't know if I like the way this looks here. I'm not that kind of half elf.
Hold on, I now choose to go that way too.
Oh my god. Well, Paelias told me not to do anything that he wouldn't do, so I'm not sure if that counts or not. Alright. Alright, how's that? That's a little better. Alright, so... Oh, wait, why is that battle music still playing? Bad battle music.
Ooh, the unseen servant has a strength of 2 and it
Yeah.
can attack. So it probably would not have been able to have done what we asked. It's really for doing
Alright, so
moving tasks.
Twizzard and Finric, as you continue downward, the passage curves around and you see light toward the end. Do you continue going?
Is the sound of rushing water unchanged, louder,
The sound of
quieter?
rushing water, as you were going down the cavern, it has sort of stopped, and you do hear what sounds like waves, like ocean waves.
Let's go down.
Alright, so you continue down a little further, and you basically emerge from this tunnel, and you're on a carved rock ledge, and in front of you is the sky and the ocean, and down to your right, there, about a maybe 80 to 100 foot drop, there is now water in this sort of giant cavern. So your little cave, which was like 5.5 feet by 5 foot, has opened up. Now there's a steep drop to your right, and you can see down below there's water in there, and there's sort of it opens. If you look back to your right, it is a giant cavern, like 90 to 100 feet high and maybe 15-20 feet wide, extending basically underneath where the keep is.
You're gonna have to wait. I'll come back, but I'm getting that goblet and I'm opening up that drawer.
I'm gonna go try to grab you guys.
Alright, so you guys are going to go back up?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Not much else down there.
Alright, so meanwhile, Agnes and Paelias, you would have gotten back into... Hold on one moment. Alright. Agnes and Paelias, what are you folks doing? Oh wait, I'm Paelias. Agnes, what do you would like to do?
So I do want to make Now, Paelias does have that magic torch, right? So we should be able to see our way back into that one room.
Correct.
Finric had that sword.
Well, there's two
There were two.
torches.
Paelias had
One was.
too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask Paelias to lead us through that unnatural darkness,
Yeah.
if that's still in there.
Yeah, and with your as he starts to go down there, Agnes, you notice to the left, there's sort of
Wait,
a stone.
no.
What's
No.
that?
No, to go back into the previous room where we met the ghost for the first time.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
heading back to Margot's room
Okay, got it. Okay,
before you do any more storyline.
understood. No problem. No problem. You're back there.
And then
you're gonna go up the
up the
curving inclined secret passage.
gently get over that piece that fell away.
Sure. All right.
And
you guys are
through the-
climbing up there. As you're climbing up that, Finric and Twizzard, you guys come out, and it's sort of, you can go left or right as you get to the top of this. What would you choose to do?
Can we hear Agnes and
Give me a perception check.
and close. 13.
Yeah, you can hear some scrabbling and some stones falling. They're not that far ahead of you.
Okay, I'm gonna go in that direction.
All right. What are you doing, Twizzard?
I'm just gonna follow.
All right.
Make it easy.
All right. So you guys all go back up the stairs. All right. So as you scramble out of the secret passage into the room, you see Lily and Sir Bryant sort of just chilling there, and you're all back in the room.
Hey, we're back.
We're tired.
Just a pile of people. I'm just giving up. All right.
Oh.
So, was your exploration successful?
In that we're not dead, yes, but we're not finished. I wanted to return to check the drawer of the desk before we explored much further, because maybe there's a map, or maybe there's some information about why Morgo wanted this keep in the first place.
Sure.
So I'm going to make my way over to the desk, and I'm going to use the smaller of the keys to try to open the desk drawer.
It fits.
It fits, it sits.
Ooh.
It fits. So you slide it open. You see some pens, some more of that sort of nice, really good quality paper, sort of torn out though. Kind of the same that you'd found his notes describing the sort of people who travel along the road and when. And you also see a sort of clumsily bound book, and it's labeled in common, How to Speak Goblin.
Oh. Well, I
He's
think
trying
that
to
could
learn.
be useful. At least as a bard, I could maybe learn some new.
Yeah.
Some new. So I'll definitely take that.
Some
All right.
published words.
You can also mark down. He had 2 pens, a small inkwell with a stopper, and there's 2 sheets of paper.
Okay. Marking it down.
Awesome.
Okay. 2 pens, inkwell, nice paper, and a book on how to speak
Yes,
goblins.
the How to Speak Goblin primer.
Fundamentals.
Exactly.
Mhm. Okay. Also, can I see the goblet anywhere around?
Yeah. No, it's still on the ground. It's sort of rolled a
Mr.
little
Twizzard
bit.
hasn't.
It's rolled a little bit under the bed, but you can grab it.
So I want to pick up that goblet as well. And can I do like maybe an Arcana check or something on it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Roll that Arcana check.
15 plus 3 is 18.
All right. So you've dabbled in the arcane. There are some sort of intricate runes that you notice on the inside edge of the metal goblet. You can tell that this is probably magical in some way.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to hold on to this goblet. I have a feeling that this might be the solution to the aging process.
The cup of Christ?
Maybe something like that.
Sounds like
something
a false
like
grail.
that.
Metal?
If only we could find some water.
Ooh, and an old knight.
Well, I just wanted to do one more check of the of that round rug, and then I'm good to go exploring again.
Great, because we think we found something.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
The rug is sort of a at one time it was very finely woven, but it's definitely showing its age. Worn spots throughout it, sort of frayed edges, threads pulling a little loose here and there. But it is a depiction of the keep that you are in, sort of high on the rocky cliff. Yeah.
I take a quick picture of the rug with my smartphone.
No.
Bad wizard.
Is it easy enough to flip it over?
Yeah, no, it's about it's maybe about 8 foot diameter. So you can roll it, or yes, it seems like a perfectly normal wool woven rug.
Okay, so there's nothing on the underneath, or if we flip it over, nothing on the underneath. Okay.
Probably heavy.
Pretty heavy.
All right. So I will follow where Finric seems to have found something of interest, and I'm going to ask Lily if she wants to attend.
You'd like me to come?
Of course, I want you to come, Lily.
Lead the way.
We checked out most of the areas, so we think that it's relatively safe and free of terrible beings, but just stay behind us or stay in between all of us and you should be okay.
And can you swim?
Yeah, can you swim?
What are you trying to get my daughter to do now?
Did the board leave?
Yeah, it looks like it did. It's still on Twitch.
Alright, it's coming back though.
Okay.
It totally wants to come back.
Mhm.
Come back, board.
Okay.
I apologize for these technical difficulties. Alright, give me a... Agnes, plead your case to Sir Bryant.
Okay, so I rolled, let's see here, 14 plus persuasion is 4, so an 18. Listen, Sir Bryant, she is a creative, thoughtful, and useful person to have with us. We need another female brain to help with the testosterone that's going on here, because sometimes, it's not always.
Don't look at me. I'm 76 years old. I don't have much testosterone left.
I think it would be helpful because with this goblet, maybe it has to be somebody who is of the bloodline of the Golddingers. I don't know. I just want to cover all my bases. And I think if she's there with us, maybe she could be the key to turning Paelias and
The appropriate sacrifice.
the
Are
Mr.
you implying by bloodline that you would use my daughter's blood? That's not what she meant. Ugh.
We have a goblet. She has blood.
I don't like you, bearded one. Is this really what you want, Lily? Is this really what you want, Lily? Yeah, I'd love to go with them. Alright, fine, but I'm coming. Let's get this
Okay.
over with. Let's get this over with. Are we going back down there?
Yes. Show us, Finric.
All right.
So let's go.
Lead on, monk.
All right, so we're going back down through the first passageway.
All right, so you've left the sort of dark magic darkness. Torches probably where you could pick them up again. Let's say, and so you're gonna head back. There's just a bunch of people there.
First
okay.
of all, we're going to go into that first room to kind of see what's if anything has changed.
Which first room?
The room opposite, the room just down the hallway with the water.
Did you ever go? I don't think you ever went in that room.
Well, let's see what's there.
That's where you hear the water, right?
For a word's sake.
What's that?
What?
You heard water coming from down there.
Yes, when Paelias first led you all left, he did hear water from there, but he ignored it. All right, so Finric, you're leading. What is your passive perception? Whatever. As you're passing by, you notice this sort of alcove on your left, and there is what looks like very ancient book propped in it.
Oh boy.
Sort of on a little pedestal.
I'd like to examine that book.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Got a 12 and a 12.
All right, it looks like a very old book. It has no markings on the cover other than what looks like a circle with a crescent on it.
Crescent on it, okay. Let's pick this sucker up. Flip open the cover page and see what's underneath.
Oh boy, you should have stroked the spine.
All right, you pick it up, and it's quite heavy. It is very well made, and as you crack it open, you see what languages do you speak?
I've got Common, Draconic, Goblin, and Halfling.
Oh, 4. Mm.
You do not recognize this script.
Let me show it to the others.
All right. So you show it to Twizzard. Now,
Do you guys recognize this?
Twizzard and Agnes, as he's handing it to you, you recognize the symbol on the cover from the cave where you found Cindy as the giant spider.
You said a circle with a crest?
With a crescent?
A crescent? Wait.
Yeah, it's sort of a it's a relief of a circle with a I want to show you what it looks like, but I don't have it. And as you're handing it, Paelias' eyes go wide as he sees this symbol, and he says, "My God, do you know what this is?"
No.
Elias, why don't you enlighten us with your cleric intellect?
This is what I've been searching for. A hint to the cult of the Shadowed Sun. The amulets. This book, it all goes together. Let me see that. And he takes it, and he actually, for some reason, speaks and can read deep speech. And there is a so he's going to read it out loud. This is what it says. Amulets 5, the magic borrow. Use them wise or succumb to sorrow. One crawls on walls throughout the night. One grants the power of true flight. One swallows whole the light of day. One keeps the howling wolves at bay. The final twists and turns in water, but not compares to her own daughter?
Oh!
On darkest day, bring 5 to 1, and she shall rise or be undone. And I can text you guys what he just said.
Was I taking notes?
Yeah, I know. I'm taking notes too. Darkest day combined, and she will rise.
We'll do a little cheaty cheat. Maybe
That's
Agnes
pretty
takes
good.
notes on her new paper.
So we found 2 of them, and the first and the third, the crawls on walls, and then the darkest
Mm-hmm.
day.
Yeah. But we have to use them wisely, so, or we will succumb to the sorrow, which I think we both did.
I think we both succumbed to
We
them.
have been making wisdom saving throws.
Well, you tried to use yours wisely.
Well,
I put mine on
did
and
use
jumped
mine.
into a pile
I
of
did use
sticky
mine
goblins.
wisely for a little while, but I had a bad roll. Now
I know how that
I'm
goes.
suspicious that the longer you use it, the wiser you have to become.
So Paelias shifts through some more of the pages, and he's like, "What? Wah!" And basically, the forward or the first page was written deep speech, but he does not recognize the characters that are in the rest of the book. What other languages did you guys read or speak?
Common, Dwarvish, and Love.
Well, he has
Amazing.
Ice Toad. He has Ice Toad on his.
Who is Ice Toad?
No, you put it on your
Ice Toad?
yeah.
When you speak Ice Toad?
I didn't know what
No,
that was.
He speaks
I-
love.
it
It's a
didn't
very
have
limited set of phonemes, but
Well, you are from Torin. There's a lot of ice up there.
Yeah.
All right. No, I
And
don't.
I'm Dwarf, Elvish, and Common.
None of you
And now
recognize
Goblin.
it. None of you recognize it.
where's Sir Galahad? Or whatever.
Oh, let me see that. Yes, yes. I have no idea what that says.
All right. Let's look around the room. What of all these channels of water?
Yeah, so these are, as you enter this room, there's sort of a central there are basins, 4 basins, each with a symbol above them. And then the water flows out of the wall into the basin, seems to drain from the basin, and goes to the center, where it then flows into basically a culvert that it's very dark in the culvert.
Can we look at these symbols?
Yes, and Agnes and Twizzard will recognize them as the same symbols in the same sort of water basin layout, though they are in a slightly different configuration. Actually, let's see. If I put this down, can you guys still see?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can.
So this is just a different.
So this,
Oh my gosh, I shirt tails in the background.
Oh, that's not what you're supposed to recognize.
No, I love shirt tails.
who doesn't love shirt tails? So yeah, so
I had bed sheets.
you've got sort
Muzzles.
of an unfinished triangle here, 2 squiggly lines here, a sort of 8-lined asterisk, and a more jagged triangle over there. And then over the podium that's sort of above the culvert, there is a just sort of completely empty circle.
Put it in the empty circle. That'd be for the 5th, wouldn't it? That circle.
Yeah.
So you think these correspond to the 5 amulets?
Well, I think that the one that looks like a star with 8 legs
It's
might
not-
be a spider.
It's not an asterisk?
I don't think it's an asterisk. Spider. And then the water waves are probably the one that's water daughter.
Mhm.
Then there's the one that looks like a bushy tail.
One
just
scares
detail. There's a sort of an open, smooth triangle, and then a open, jagged triangle.
Got the spider.
Oh,
We've got
what?
the.
Light is the feather one, maybe?
So we've got the spider. We've got the blank one that will go in that last hole.
Paelias has one of the amulets. What amulet does Paelias have?
He
You
has
should have
the shadow one.
The shadow.
Okay.
And Finric has the fighter.
Ooh, Finric, put it on.
No, don't. They wouldn't even touch it with their bare hands.
Put it on and sit in one of the basins.
All right.
Well, how deep are these basins? Can someone sit in it and not drown?
It's like a basin you would wash your hands at.
Oh, I think we could probably just put the amulet inside. Can we check inside of the basins? Maybe there's an amulet sitting in one of them?
Probably do.
Sure. So you sort of, Agnes goes and peers inside. There's no amulet. Everything in this room is very sort of stone. Besides the markings above each basin, there doesn't seem to be any other marks on the wall or anything like that.
Good check. So what are we gonna do? Put the amulets in the basins?
Well, not until we have all of
Yeah,
them.
we want to have all 5. So that means we are on a mission to find 3 more.
You said you've seen a room like this before?
Yes, up by Bellwether.
Fascinating. But I mean, this is my ancestral keep. What could have possibly gone on here?
Some dark magic, it looks like.
Under your very nose.
Certainly not
And
my
your
nose.
daughter's part of this.
Yeah, your daughter's a grand wizard.
I'm a wizard? I don't
Huh?
think you're a wizard, dear. What do you
She's
mean? What do you mean?
This is cool too, but we found a sweet cave.
Ooh, yeah. Good point.
A cave?
Yeah, not
Aren't we already
accomplishing
in a cave?
A
No,
cavern.
but like a sweet one.
Wow, that sounds cool. Can we go there, Dad? What do you mean by a sweet cave?
It's got a lot of sugar in it.
Yes.
Fine, lead on.
Okay.
All right, we're following.
Layers upon layers. A slightly disheveled cave appears.
All right. So let's go down that long passage.
All right.
You.
Maybe we'll help our friends down it through the ripple.
Yes, that sounds reasonable.
Ooh.
Alright, so you basically all come out around that corner. La 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 la. I don't know. I'm gonna say something like this. So yeah, so you're sort of this is the sheer drop, and you can sort of see over to the other side, and this whole area going back here, that is this giant cavern, and if you go out here, you're basically out on the edge of the steep cliff face that is below Windbell Keep. And there's a tiny, like 2-3 foot wide ledge, some parts more stable, some parts less stable, that seems to slope up and over and around. It looks like it may lead up to the top sort of plateau of the top of the cliff.
We go up.
I guess I'll follow. Whatever.
All right, I'm going up.
All right, so you guys sort of make your way, and it's very. Yeah, let's give me everybody give me an acrobatics check here.
Rocky.
Come on, 11 plus 2, 3. I'm 14.
17.
7.
All right. So as you guys are moving up, the sort of thin, narrow trail at one point starts to collapse, and Twizzard, you are about to fall, and near you is Lily, and she is also about to fall. What happens?
Alright.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, Twizzard.
Grandma beer.
Sir Bryant reaches and just plucks Lily and brings her to stable ground. Twizzard, what was yours?
Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to be doing some feather fall for him.
Oh, I've got that too. Don't worry. So I rolled a 1.
So Twizzard, as you try to stabilize yourself as the ground crumbles beneath you, you throw your weight, but you throw it the wrong way. You basically jettison yourself off the cliff, and you're now falling about 100 feet to the rocks and waves below.
I cast feather fall on myself.
All right. You are now drifting.
See you later.
and you basically land on what's effectively, the tide is maybe halfway, and so there are some rocks that are not where, but you're on the edge of a coast. Probably looks a lot like the northeastern United States, or maybe Scotland's parts of Scotland's coasts.
Am I in the water?
You're not in the water. You have landed. You are unhurt because of feather fall's effect.
Okay.
You have landed, but about 90 feet above you are your friends on this thin ledge. What would you like to do?
I take a real quick look for shark's teeth right where my feet are.
Give me an investigation check.
15.
Plus your...
Ooh, investigation plus 3, 18.
You don't find any shark's teeth, but you do find a beautiful piece of blue sea glass.
Ooh,
Ooh!
pocket, in the pocket.
Mm.
All right, note it down.
That might be a nice focus point for your staff. We do
I might
have
be
a
able to
blue
sell that.
stone.
All right, use. So,
I love it.
is this my turn? I just happen to be acting upon what's happened to me.
Right, it was a reaction.
All right, so it's not really
we're
my
in
turn.
Initiative, we're not in battle, so this is just sort of, you guys were basically going up a not used in a very long time, not upkept, stone, not very wide pathway, and effectively Lily and Twizzard stumbled as some part of it crumbled away. Lily was saved by her father's nat 20, and Twizzard was not.
It was a nat 1.
No. Sunk by my nat 1. All right, so how far away are people? About 100 feet?
Yeah, they're like 90 feet above you.
Up. All right, so...
Meanwhile,
I mean,
Paelias is like,
I could
whoa!
cast-
Yeah, I'm like that too.
I could cast Featherfall on 5 people if we want to get down there, but
I don't think that helped anyone else.
no, if we want to get down there.
This
Why
is
don't you look
not
around down
safe.
there? There's something interesting.
I am
Can I look
heading
around where
up. Sir Bryant with Lily tightly grasped, they are heading up the path. They're basically leaving. He's like, I'm out of here with my daughter. They're going up.
Cool beans.
What do you do, Agnes and Finric?
Can I look around where I am and see if there's like some way for me to
Whoa,
go?
whoa, where are you going?
I am taking my daughter to safety.
Safe on the
Why don't we go up to safety?
That's where I'm going. I'm going up. He's going up. He's going up. He's continuing up the path.
Oh, so I misunderstood what direction you were traveling in.
Sorry.
My mistake.
I mean, if there's nothing obvious to do other than go up, then I guess up it is.
So, Mr. Twizzard,
Yes.
Yeah, you'd have to call down to him.
Mr. Twizzard,
Perfect. Nailed it.
if we go up this way, can you work your way around the coast so that we stay in sight?
I'm gonna have to try. Gonna just have to follow it and see if I can find a pathway up.
All right.
Or more sea glass. Dibs on all the.
We can hope.
All right. So yeah. Yeah, Paelias has nothing to help with this situation. Paelias has got nothing to help. I'm heading up, guys.
Huh?
And he heads
What?
up. All right, Agnes and Finric, what are you guys doing?
I don't know. Should I feather fall down to Mr. Twizzard so he's not by himself?
I'll get up there. I said I'll get up there.
Okay. All right. When I can level up, I'll choose message so we can talk with each other.
All right, so Finric, are you heading up too?
I'm heading up.
All right, so effectively, what we have is Sir Bryant, Lily, Paelias, Finric, and Agnes. Basically, everyone but Twizzard makes it to the top of the cliff, and it's very clear why this maybe hasn't been noticed. Sort of where the trail reaches the top is there's a lot of scrub brush there. And you sort of have to push your way through it, and then you're back at the top of the cliff bluff, and somewhere down there is Mr. Twizzard. Mr. Twizzard, which direction would you like to head? You know, from you know your you know enough from the way that you got to the keep in the first place. You know which direction Windbell is. You know that the cliff sort of rises up at one point. You know that if you were to go toward Windbell, you would eventually get there. It is sort of difficult terrain because it's sort of this like thin strip of rocks as the waves crash a little below you. Judging by the sun, it's probably maybe, I don't know, not that late. I mean, you guys got up from the long rest. You know, magic missile open the secret passage. Battled the ghost, took a short rest, but that's only about an hour or so. So it's probably like, you know, maybe noon, maybe almost noon. The sun's pretty much straight above you.
So no one's near me anymore, right?
We're just above you.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
can't,
thought you
you
guys
can't see them anymore.
Okay. So, well, can I do an action?
You can do whatever you want, man. You just tell me what you'd like to do. We'll do some of that.
So,
and
all
we'll
right.
flash back to the main group, and we'll do some of that. We have split
I'm
the
not
party.
casting grease.
Classic.
Okay. So while no one's around, I suddenly remembered I looted that bag off of Morgo.
Okay.
I want to look at it and see what's in there because I didn't even look.
Did you really not? Wait.
Not that I want to share it with everyone. Whatever it is. Hopefully, it's not like dirty socks.
So let's see. Right, because you got the amulet off of him, and you got the keys, and you got the bag. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. You said it was huge. There was a lot of stuff in it.
I don't think that's what I said.
No, you said it was a pouch.
I'm pretty sure I said it was
It
a
could have
pouch.
It
Yeah,
could have
hold on
been.
1 second. Let me find more good.
And some dice in there.
It could be that.
Yeah, it's a set of
Guaranteed
seven.
roll.
It's a set of 7 polyhedral dice. Morgo was on his way to his D&D night when you interrupted him and killed him.
Oh, we ruined it. He's just a role player.
Yeah. Okay. Inside the bag, you find some 25 gold, 10 silver pieces, and maybe 5 or so copper.
5 cups to make it neat.
Basically,
And
it's
then-
his coin purse.
Okay.
I was hoping to be like 3 more magic amulets.
Wishful thinking.
All right. I'm just gonna hold on to that. Maybe treat the group to something nice, but not let them know how much. Hopefully, they all forgot. They don't even know. They don't know anything.
We're not
no one
there.
knows anything.
All right, let's flash back to the main
I feel
group.
that way too.
So the main group, you can see the keep near you. I say we... I don't... This has been a... I'm taking my daughter to town. Dad, you promised I could go adventuring. You promised I could go adventuring.
Adventuring.
This adventuring is... I think we've had enough adventuring for a while. Dad, well, what are you folks even going to do?
Well, I know that it is approaching time for me to go to bed. So, if we want to go to town and maybe get a night at the inn or something to take a long rest again. But we still need to figure out how to make Paelias and Mr. Twizzard young again. And I think the goblet's going to help. I just don't know if we need to use the special water from those basins. So will we have access to the keep now? Like if we go to town and then come back to the keep on another day?
Yeah, I mean, the keep, so let's see, Finric, you rode there on your horse, which you then tried to drift underneath the collapsing portcullis and is now a part of the bloody mass of corpses outside the keep's door.
That poor horse.
But we clean that up with Unseen Servant.
It still happens.
So Sir Brian's horse and Finric's original horse that Paelias had stolen are still, in theory, roaming around somewhere outside the keep. They're both well trained. They probably have not gone far. And sure enough, as you head back toward the keep, you see them peacefully eating some grass in the in this sort of, path up to the keep. And so you now have 2 horses. You could definitely head back to town. The keep itself, I mean, the portcullis is basically mostly shut, and it's, did you really want to clean it up?
No, I thought we already did. We
Yeah.
cleaned that up.
That's right,
so
you
that
did.
we
You
can
did.
put
I'm
that
sorry.
underneath.
I thought you were being facetious, but then you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, so it's I mean, the keep is secure.
Okay.
All the goblins, but the one you led away, are dead. So.
Okay. So then I will head back to town because I need to find dragons.
All right. I think your group is going to head back to town, and Twizzard, what are you up to? Are you also going to head along the shoreline, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if is it likely I can even climb up from the shore, or is it all cliffs? Maybe I should just sleep on the beach.
It's not much of a beach. It is sort of, you're familiar with the coastline of Maine. It's sort of like the worst part of Sheep Island. It's not great.
Mosquitoes too? Okay.
As you start to head back to the town, you get to the sort of chasm in the cliff face that you were up above before. And the shoreline, basically it looks like fresh rock. What you've been walking along has been, battered by the waves and time and erosion. And when you get to this cavern, it is basically freshly hewn stone. And there is a pathway that leads into the cavern.
Isn't this the same pathway we took out? That I fell down?
This is a pathway 90 feet below the
Oh.
pathway you took out. This is right at the level of the water.
Oh, man, I'm going in there. Wait, let me check with everyone else near me. Yeah, I'm going in there.
All right, as Twizzard enters the dark cavern by himself, that's where we'll end the session for tonight.
Oh my goodness, you crazy, crazy guy.
Oh.
Now, Shawn,
Yes.
when it comes to this particular campaign and leveling, is it like an achievement or is it an XP?
It's achievement.
Experience. It's achievement. Okay, just curious.
Yep. Good question.
All right, well then, until next week.
I think so.
Until next week.
All right,
That was
take
pretty
care,
good.
all you folks on the internet. I'll see you next Friday.